Hi, it's Norman Kochannek here for Extra Time. Aparna Saini is with me today. We are both going to tell you what is an amazing history, and that is of the place Bowral. Bowral is in fact some hour and a half south of Sydney in the area called the Southern Highlands, and you come to an area which is quite astounding in terms of its history. You can see directly behind us the Bradman Museum and the International Cricket Hall of Fame, which both have a combined significance of showing the history not only of Bradman but the entire international sphere of cricket. Behind it there is Bradman Oval, which is one of the grounds where in fact Donald Bradman's ashes were scattered over the grass as a memorial. In fact, the likes are all here. So Donald Bradman's been here to open this ground. His ashes are here. Subsequent to that, Sachin Tendulkar came here by helicopter, landed on the field. He had an incredible tour here. He was very much welcomed and has since been made an honoree of the Bradman Foundation as well. Two other locations I'll talk about, Aparna, is 52 Shepherd Street, which is here in Bowral, which is where Donald Bradman lived from the age of 3 to 16, so from 9/11 until 1924. And then from there he moved to a place only behind this building here at 20 Glebe Street, and that was actually where Donald Bradman's lived for the age of 16 to 20, and then moved on to Sydney, played a lot of his international cricket out of Sydney. Then he moved to Adelaide, where he in fact lived quite a number of years and ultimately passed away. The history of Donald Bradman is beyond cricket. It is beyond even sport, meaning that his significance is the actual averages, the legendary form, the actual stats on him are second to none. The Jack Nicklaus's, the Michael Jordans, the Babe Ruths, all are known to be the best in their sports. But quite frankly, statistically, Donald Bradman sits above them. If you ask any of those famous players or famous legends, they'll actually tell you who is the most significant sports person ever. It'll be Sir Donald Bradman. So the location here in Bowral, some hour and a half south of Sydney, can be done in a half-day trip or a full-day trip. There's plenty to do. The reality is that you can come here and see all about the most significant gentleman in the world's cricket. Sachin Tendulkar is right up there, and perhaps Virat Kohli will also be at that level as his career pans out. The history is amazing, isn't it? So what's some of your take on the part?
Yeah, well, definitely we don't have something like this for Sachin Tendulkar just yet. But truly, Norman, in my country, cricket is not just a sport. As all my Indian fans out there who's watching this video right now would definitely agree, it's more than a sport. It's a religion, and you truly get the feel of it when you come to a place like this. I mean, it's very true historic place, significance of reminding of where someone who comes from where he can't afford to get the training or whatever, and then he did, and how far he can go and what success he can get and how much respect people still have for him. It's quite heartening to have come here and witness and feel it when you're inside and looking at all the photos and just reading through it.
It is amazing. You've talked about a lot of the impact, the emotion when you're here. It is very true. It's palpable. You can feel it in the air. Not forgetting, we'll go back to 52 Shepherd Street. We'll actually take a broadcast from there very shortly. The reality is that house has the famous tank stand. Now, a tank stand, for those that may not be aware, is where a water tank version where they kept water throughout the period in the early 1900s. It also went as something more of a sporting location for good old Sir Donald Bradman. He loved cricket. He was emotional. He wanted time playing cricket. So what he did do was he obtained an actual stump, a cricket stump, which is much thinner than the variety we have now, and had a golf ball, and actually went to this particular tank stand or water tank and actually played against what is corrugated iron. I'm sure you know what I mean. It has a very inundating landscape on the side of the tank. He would get the the actual cricket stump with a golf ball and hit that against that particular tank, and the ball would go in all different directions. He would continually connect and had amazing luck. 10, 12 more times he would connect. Mere mortals like me could barely do one time. Now he could do many, many times. So it's quite significant the way that he was able to do that.
Yeah, definitely, Norman. And if you go in detail, when you come here, it's a cliche. It's a white fencing with nice trees. And so if we talk about more about his childhood, he grew up in Bowral, which is the southwest of Sydney. Well, he first played in the ground at the very early age, which is 12 years old in 1920. and scored 29 not out. Until 1946, the pitch was concrete, but it was relaid in the soil in 1946, and this museum was made in 1948, and it's been a museum of in cricket history. Well, this place truly is something you can't miss. Let me tell you that it's just has great historic, and just not to mention, this is the International Cricket Hall of Fame.
And from that point, of course, it brings you to date with the likes of the white ball cricket, the T20 version of the game, the World Cups that have taken place, the history of the various colours of clothing, the Channel 9s of Australia, the Star Sports of India. All the different broadcasters have got their history embedded in this building. But look, I must say, why not come to Australia? Why not come to Sydney? Go to the Sydney Cricket Ground, do a tour of that stadium, go into the original men's stand, and then make your way an hour and a half away to here and spend half a day, if not a full day here. Great overnight accommodation. I'd recommend it to anyone. It is history in the making for you to be able to tell your children and grandchildren the like as to how it feels to be here. As the history is that significant, not just with cricket, with sport, and ultimately in India, as you said, a religion.
Yeah,
a religion in itself.
For sure. So this is Bradman Museum and the International Cricket Hall of Fame by interjunction with Bradman Foundation and the SAJ Trust. So when you do go to SAJ, this is something you can't miss. This is has a must do. Actually, a first do.
Well, again, this is on Extra Time. We'll keep you updated. We're going to show you a lot more of Bradman's hometown. We're going to go across to 52 Shepherd Street. We'll take our time going around. And to see all of this, you'll need to view, like and share the posts on Extra Time. And what else?
And do not forget to subscribe our YouTube channel.
And ultimately ask questions, make comments. We'll reply. We've got time. We'll make sure we comment back to you, and in future broadcasts tell you all about what you want to hear.
And any request, please write in the comment section. We will try our best to fulfill it, to show you in this COVID times a bit of Australia from the eyes of Norman Kochannek and Aparna Saini, exclusive for Extra Time.
Thank you.